Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you want to cut through all that e-commerce noise and get straight to what actually works, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we're going to be demystifying exactly how to pick your very first Shopify product. You know, product sourcing is where countless beginners get completely paralyzed by choice, but our source material maps out this surprisingly simple, foolproof blueprint. So let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive right into this. What is the single most important thing on your Shopify store? Seriously, take a second and think about it. Is it a sleek color scheme? Maybe a highly optimized ad campaign? Or, I don't know, that expensive logo you just spent 3 weeks obsessing over? Well, when you're a beginner, it is dangerously easy to get distracted by all those shiny moving parts. But to build a successful store, we've got to strip all of those distractions away and look at the actual core of the business. And that brings us right to Section 1, the foundation of Shopify. Because before we even worry about store design or running ads, we have to get this absolute foundation right.
Out of literally everything on your store, the number one most crucial element you absolutely must keep in mind is the product. As our source highlights, the product is the center of gravity for your entire business. Everything else, your website, your ads, your logo, it all just orbits around it. If the product is weak, man, no amount of clever marketing is going to save it. But here's the catch. You can't just pick any random item. There's a very specific type of product you need to be looking for.
Let's transition into Section 2, need-based over trendy. This is a massive mindset shift for beginners regarding the types of products they should actually be going after. Now, what's really interesting about this comparison is how it debunks that classic beginner mistake of chasing trendy products. When most people start out, they just chase whatever is going viral on social media, right? But when you build a store around a viral craze, you are immediately racing against algorithm fatigue and plummeting demand. It's a losing battle. Instead, our source highly recommends that your very first product must be need-based. Think of, say, an ergonomic desk accessory rather than a flashy novelty toy. A need-based product solves a persistent, daily problem, completely regardless of what happens to be trending online today.
Which leads us perfectly into Section 3, the all-season advantage. This is all about how building on a need-based product naturally leads to a way more stable business model over time.
Think about it. If someone truly needs something to solve a problem, that problem doesn't usually care what month it is. An ideal beginner product is all season, meaning it survives and sells consistently from the scorching heat of summer, straight through the rainy monsoons, and deep into winter. You absolutely do not want an item that leaves your digital shelves gathering dust for half the year. An all-season product gives you the consistency you need to learn the ropes without the panic of massive seasonal drop-offs. Okay, let's pivot from the abstract strategy of product types into the hard, practical, financial rules of sourcing as a beginner. Welcome to Section 4, the Beginner Sourcing Budget. Let's see how this builds on what we've talked about. Understanding what to sell is only half the battle, right? The other half is how you actually acquire it. When you're just starting out, managing your risk is absolutely vital. So beginners should actively look for low sourcing costs and low retail pricing to minimize their initial risk. Why? Because keeping your acquisition costs low ensures you have enough margin to cover things like shipping and ads, while a low retail price keeps the product squarely in that impulse buy category for your customers. You're not betting the farm on your first attempt. So, here is the crucial point to remember. Keep your product's sourcing cost strictly under 1,000 rupees. Actually, let's just pause right there. Let that sink in. By capping your sourcing costs below this 1,000 rupee threshold, you create a highly specific, actionable financial boundary. It ensures you aren't risking massive capital up front, giving you the breathing room to test, fail, and adapt without blowing your entire budget on day one. And this brilliantly illustrates our ultimate beginner's blueprint. It's a foolproof checklist derived straight from our source material. Let's recap. Number 1, it must be need-based. It's got to solve a real problem. Number 2, no trends. Avoid those flashes in the pan. Number 3, all season, selling consistently year-round. And number 4, keep that sourcing cost safely under 1,000 rupees. If you check all 4 of those boxes, boom, your foundation is set. So, I want to leave you with this provocative question. Does your next product idea pass the 1,000 rupee all-season test? I challenge you right now. Take a look at the items sitting around your room, or those product ideas floating around in your head, and evaluate them using this newly learned framework. Are they need-based? Will they sell in winter just as well as summer? Can you source some for under